Changing the serpentine belt and tensioner on a 2018 Honda Accord starts by opening the driver's door and pulling the hood release towards you. The hood release lever is located midline in front of the Honda emblem. Push the hood release lever to the left and lift the hood. Free the hood prop from its receiver and swing it into the passenger side receiver in the hood. Move to the passenger side of the vehicle and break the torque on the 5 19mm lug nuts. Locate the front right passenger jack lift point just behind the front right tire. Place a floor jack under the front right jack point and lift the vehicle. Just beyond the floor jack is an exposed section of the vehicle's frame that will place a rated jack stand. Lower the vehicle until it meets the frame, as we'll leave the floor jack in place for additional precaution. Fully loosen and remove the 5 19mm lug nuts holding the front right passenger wheel in place. Remove the front right passenger wheel. Inside the wheel well is a plastic cover that will need to fold downward to access the serpentine belt and tensioner. The plastic cover is held in place by many nylon push rivets, but will only need to remove 4 located here to fold the cover. Using a flathead screwdriver or a rivet tool, loosen all 3 rivets by popping the center outward, then remove them from the vehicle. Here's a look at one of those rivets. They typically break, so it's best to have a few spares on hand, which I'll link below. The 4th rivet is located near the toe loop under the vehicle. Repeat the process of popping out the center of the rivet and pulling it downward to remove. Fold the plastic cover downward, minding the brake assembly and the stabilizer link and sway bar. Use a bungee strap and fold the plastic back. I used the toe loop to wrap the strap around and then place the hook in the hole on the cover here. This plastic is fairly flexible, so I'm not worried about it breaking. We now have access to the engine pulley system. Here's a better look with the crankshaft pulley being in the bottom center, the alternator pulley at the back of the engine compartment, the water pump pulley at the top front, the AC compressor pulley at the bottom front, and lastly, the tensioner pulley in the top center. Just above the tensioner pulley is the tensioner arm, which will need to place a 19mm serpentine belt wrench to reduce the tension on and remove the belt, and then replace the tensioner assembly. But first, we'll want to remove the coolant overflow reservoir located here, and for reference, here's that tensioner arm our serpentine wrench will go on. Move the push rivet center upwards with a flathead screwdriver or rivet tool and then remove it. Pull up on the wiper fluid fill neck and remove it. Move the reservoir overflow hose from its retention clip. Pull the coolant overflow reservoir towards the passenger side of the vehicle and then lift up to remove it. Stow the reservoir to the front of the vehicle. Here's where the reservoir sat, and we have much more room to work during the future steps. Fetch your 19mm serpentine belt wrench tool and assemble it similar to how I've shown. I'll link one in the video description below if you need to acquire one before you start this job. Place the serpentine belt wrench tool in the void space just above the alternator near the engine oil fill cap and swing it into place onto the belt tensioner arm and pull the wrench toward the front of the vehicle. To avoid needing to apply pressure on the wrench while also removing the belt, you can place a 6x45mm or 15/64 by 1.77 inch bolt into the hole shown here. Here's a view of that hole you'll insert the bolt, and here's the hole on the engine that the bolt will need to reach in order to hold the tensioner in place to allow you to use 2 hands when removing the belt. I enjoy pain and suffering, so I'll remove the belt without using the bolt, and with one hand, as shown here, removing the belt from the top water pump pulley. Then placing our hand in the void space above the alternator and removing the belt from the alternator pulley. From the wheel well, removing the belt from the crankshaft pulley and the tensioner pulley, and then the belt downward to remove it from the engine compartment, making sure it doesn't catch on anything on the way out. We'll be replacing the drive belt with OEM part number 31110-5AG-Z01. The tensioner assembly with the OEM part number of 31170-59B-015. The top 14mm tensioner bolt OEM part number 90001-59B 9-000 and the bottom 12mm tensioner bolt OEM part number 9007-59B-000. To remove the old lower tensioner bolt, use a 12mm socket wrench. This is only torqued to 18 foot-pounds, so it shouldn't require a breaker bar. The top 14mm tensioner bolt, however, is torqued to 41 foot-pounds and was stubborn, so I'd recommend using a breaker bar here. I recommend avoiding any penetration fluid in this job as we don't want to get any on our pulleys or belts. Use a 14mm socket wrench to finish removing the top tensioner bolt. Hang onto the old tensioner as you reach the final turns of the bolt to avoid it falling onto the pulleys and causing damage. Slowly lower the tensioner and rest it onto the pulleys below as I've shown, and then remove it from the wheel well area. Here is where the top 14mm tensioner bolt was located. Here is the area where the lower 12mm tensioner bolt was. And here is where that 6x45mm bolt would go to hold tension off the belt when removing it. Place the new tensioner on the pulleys from the wheel well area. From the top of the engine compartment, reach down to the new tensioner, pull it upwards, and place the top 14mm tensioner bolt into place and hand tighten. Use a 14mm socket to continue driving the top bolt into place, but avoid torquing the top bolt just yet. Go to the wheel well and hand tighten the 12mm bolt. Torque the lower 12mm tensioner bolt to 18 foot-pounds. Return to the top 14mm tensioner bolt and torque to 41 foot-pounds. Pay attention to this metal tab on the tensioner bracket and this position indicator on the engine block. There should be a gap here when the belt is not on the pulleys. I'll provide another look at this at the end of the video to show where this should be when the belt has been installed. Start the installation of the Serpentine belt by placing it centered over the water pump pulley and feeding the remainder of the belt to the lower pulleys. Wrap the belt around the AC compressor pulley, then closely to the crankshaft pulley, being sure to keep the belt under this guide arm located above the crankshaft pulley. After passing the belt under the guide arm, the belt's smooth side will pass around the tensioner pulley here. If you look to the top right of the crankshaft pulley, you can see that guide arm here. And here's another look at the belt passing under the arm on its way to the tensioner pulley. Place your hand into the void space above the alternator, grab the loop of the belt and pull on it slightly to tighten the belt along all of the pulleys. Then, place the Serpentine belt wrench over the 19mm tensioner arm and pull the wrench toward the front of the vehicle to give us enough slack to pass the belt over the alternator pulley. Inspect the position of the belt over all pulleys. It should be centered within the outer ridges of each pulley. Here's a look at the new belt installed over the existing pulleys and the new tensioner that we installed. At the bottom left, I've provided a belt position diagram from Honda's service guide that aligns with the process I've shown. Reinstall the windshield wiper fluid fill neck and return the nylon push rivet. Remove the bungee cable holding the plastic wheel well cover. Reposition the cover and return the 3 nylon push rivets in the wheel well. The bottom wheel well rivet has an access hole that allows you to use your finger to push on the backing against the rivet hole and then push the rivet into place. The same applies to the bottommost rivet near the toe loop. Press this last rivet into place. Return the tire back to the wheel studs. Hand tighten all 5 19mm lug nuts. Lift the vehicle, remove the jack stand, and slowly lower the vehicle back to the ground. Torque the lug nuts to 80 foot-pounds in a star pattern, passing over them a second time to confirm adequate and even torque has been applied. Hop back into the vehicle and start it in a well-ventilated area. Immediately, inspect the drive belt operation to make sure there are no issues and the belt is properly situated. Most importantly, check the belt tension indicator located here is not wildly moving and is effectively centered as directed by the diagram I've shown from the Honda Tech Info guides. That's it. Thanks for watching. If you liked it, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please consider supporting my channel through the links below.